I'm Max Keller with Save Your Home Buyers. You might have seen me online working with some seniors in Northeast Tarrant County. Hopefully you got a copy of my best-selling book, Home to Home, the Step-by-Step Senior Housing Guide. If you are a senior or your parents are seniors and you're trying to figure out what to do, how to navigate the journey of selling your home, staying in your home, and what kind of senior housing's out there, how to pay for it, I wrote the book on it, and I love sharing knowledge with people. I was a teacher for 7 years, and a lot of people who come to me, they know that they can't live at their house anymore, but they don't know where to go. And so the book pretty much breaks it down, and it's super important to get this right, because if you don't, there are gonna be some big problems. Consequence number one of not getting this right is overpaying. You can be at a facility that is way out of your budget or is just stuff you don't really need and blow through all of your savings. Even if you sell your house, you can blow through the money pretty fast. Some of these places are really, really expensive. Two is, I think it's probably the most important, is just being at the facility you want to live in. If you lived your whole life and you're a senior and you need some extra help or care, you want to make sure that you're at the absolute best place that you can afford to be at, in the right location so your family can see you, and the right amenities, and all of that. So that's super, super important. The last part, what I would say, is like kind of the emotional part of it. Like, you want to make sure that, for me, I guess this is actually, the most important is, if I send my mom, somewhere, I want to make sure that, she's happy and she's, enjoying that. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
So, yep, see, seniors are walking around. This is a pretty cool area. So this actually building over here it's all three. So it's independent, assisted, and medical. It's called the CCRC. It's really, really unique. And what it is people, they have to move in when they're independent. They're just like, running around. And then if they need some help with personal care, then that's where the assisted kicks in. And if they need, medical, they have that too. So these facilities are pretty awesome. But what are the three main types? So number one is there's independent. So independent is you're on your own, you're walking around, you're having fun, and you just want to downsize. So sometimes people move to those because there's a death of a loved one. Some of them just don't want to deal with the maintenance and all that stuff that comes with houses, and so they're moving to like a 55 and up. They want to live around age restricted. They're not worried so much about, they're tired of teenagers with stereos, and so they move into age restricted, independent. And there's a couple different kinds. We won't break them all down in this video, but basically there's like apartments, there's townhouses, there's garden homes. So we'll break those down in a separate video. So independent is just what it sounds like. You're independent and you just want to be on your own and be with other seniors. Some of them have a lot of amenities, some of them don't. It's just basically an apartment that's just age restricted. Okay. Number two is assisted, right? So you can have larger facilities, like the more corporate ones that are kind of like hotels. And then you can have the smaller ones, like residential assisted living, which is a house that's converted. But assisted living is, when folks need help with the daily, the daily living, like eating, and they need help making food. They need help getting dressed and bathing and everything like that. So, remember taking their medication. So assisted living is just what it sounds like. It's assisted. You've got somebody there. There's some sort of caregiver ratio, and they're giving you assistance. They're helping you. Some of the facilities have memory care. Some of them don't. So memory care technically is under assisted care, and because the folks they need some help, but it's not like actual medical care. Medical care happens at the third type, which is a nursing home. They've sort of rebranded it and called them more like rehab facilities. Nursing homes kind of got a bad rap, but you'll still find them. But it's just a place where people can receive short and long-term medical care. So there are people that are alive, but they need help. Maybe feeding tubes, checking vitals, but they're not quite sick enough to be at a hospital. they're stable and they can go somewhere and get the care that they need. In medical care facilities, they're staffed by nurses and medical professionals, and that's, the highest level of care. So, and there's a bunch of different ones within each. And so, so whether you're downsizing or, there's been a change in mobility, you definitely want to do your research, because like I said, there are so many different options. There's some great options. There's some that are not as good. So in this book, we break down what all the different places are. So check out, if you like this video and it was valuable, check out some of the other videos where we break down like each type individually. And then we've also got some scripts that we make available to folks who get a copy of the book or the workbook. And those are really, really good. And we've got a lot of great feedback. They're super helpful for helping people just not make a mistake and have their loved one at the wrong place. They really, they can really help put the odds in your favor by knowing what questions to ask when you're checking this place out over here. What questions to look at when you're doing research, what questions to ask when you're doing, a virtual tour or you're talking to somebody over the phone. And all of that can just, help you get a lot better outcomes. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, check out our other ones and have a great day. Bye.